Jan, Putin is coming to India. 4th and 5th December, he is going to be here. In spite of that, it is a very crucial war and it is the most crucial phase. The Russia-Ukraine war is there, but he's coming. He is coming from 23rd Indo-Russia bilateral meeting. It started in 2000, somewhere in the Putin and Vajpayee. They decided to go for it, and it has been carrying on thereafter. The last time when he came was on 6th December 2022, just before in the Russia-Ukraine war going to start, and started in the February 2023. So he came before that, and a lot of deals were there, and a lot of decisions were taken during this time. Now, Russia is the most trusted friend and preferred. He is also he is the strategic partner, and Russia has proved to be like that all-weather friend. So Putin is coming especially in the crucial time and in the request of India, because there are a lot of geopolitical and geostrategic importance there of this visit, and the complete eye of the world is there for this visit. Let's see, dive down and just see in detail what defense deal is likely to be. There are some through, more or less through, some are on the stage of discussions. Let's see. The most important first is that 5 more S-400 squads India is going to, this deal will be there. Last time it happened was 2018, when the 5 squads, that was actually deal was done. It was in $55.4 billion, 40,000 crore. That was the deal. 3 squadrons have come, 2 has not come because of the war, which the Russia has promised to give it by November 2026. Including this time, also a MRO system, that is maintenance, repairs, and overhauling system. Russia has promised that they are going to establish in India itself for this S-400. S-400 is proved to be a wonderful system for the air defense, both in defensive role and offensive role. And in this India this time, when they used the missile, they actually went for the world record kill of 314 kilometers deep inside the Pakistan, where they destroyed their major asset, aerial assets. Now, this deal is basically, and if it is on the old rate, it is likely to be $5.4 billion, that is 40 crores, 40,000 crores. Or if it escalates, then it's going to be discussed, and that will decide upon that. The second deal is also of the missiles of S-400. As I brought it out, it performed very well, and this time the missile will be taking the range starting from 120 kilometers, 200 kilometers, 250 kilometers, and 380 kilometers. And the record kill, we have already, I brought it out. It is approximately 314, which is nowhere in the world they have able to, do it. This, missiles is, this deal is of 10 crore. That is $1.2 billion. It is basically for replenishment, which was fired during the Operation Sindhu, and creating the reserve. GS, that is called General Staff Reserve, which India will be creating out of this. Number of missiles is not known, but that is a secret part of it. The third important thing is the frontline Sukhoi 30 MKI upgradations. Now, this upgradations, we have got in India 259 Sukhoi Mk3I on ground as on today. The first lot of 84 Su-30 MKI, that requires upgradation. India is going for it, 84 of them. And for which the allocation of 63,000 crores has been earmarked. That works out to be $7.5 billion. Now, GS approval has been given for this, and CCS approval is also being, accorded. Now, Putin is coming. Where is the Russian role in it? HL is the, Hindustan Aeronautical Limit, looks after the upgradation, going to look after it. Will happen in India itself. New radar, avionics, and electronic warfare, the system that is going to be upgraded. An electronic warfare suit, that is going to be that part of it, which is going long range weapon system and multi sensor fusion, that will done. Where now Russia comes into the play. fly-by-wire and overall, system integration. It is the Russia's, they will be doing it because they are the original manufacturer, that for which the Russian assistance are required, for which the money is also allocated to them, which I think Russia is happy to do it. And they are because they want to build it up on based on that, because then when they are offering Su-57, they say that will be manufactured in India, and if India goes for it, probably I think that will become the base. Now, fourth thing, which is very important to understand, the Su-57, the fifth generation, for which a lot of talks are going on. MCA, Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft for India, that is our pilot project, which is likely to be completed by 2035. Uh, till the time it comes up, the stopgap, because our ambition of fifth generation, and we want to go for before we go the indigenous stealth MCA, we require either Su-57 or anything else. F-35 Lightning II jet is also in the race. See, important to see that where and why we should go, because the decision has not been taken whether Su-57 or advanced version of this, which Russia is offering it. Su-57 per unit, per aircraft cost about 40 to 50 million per aircraft. If that works out to be, say, 2 to 3 squadron, 36 aircraft or 54 aircraft, if we'll take 54 aircraft, it works out to be the 40 million per aircraft, about 2.16 billion. If you go for 54, then it becomes $2.7 billion. But when you come down to if F-35 has to, their price is double, 80 million per aircraft or 109 on the higher version of it, if they have to give it to India. That works out to be exactly 4.232 billion if we go for, for 36. And if you go for 54, it works out to be 5.94 billion. So the company is absolutely double the price. So India has to take it. More and above, as far as the Americans are concerned, discussion for joint production, which they agreed for F414 engine in India, nothing has happened up till now. It is just a promise, it's not worked out. A deal was signed, agreement was there, deal was still to be signed, but agreement was done. But nothing happened. India is pushing through. As for 113 F404, which is for turbofan engine for the Tejas, that the deal has been done, that has started coming. But that is the big question mark, F414. The Russia is, saying that they will manufacture in India. This is very lucrative. Transfer of technology they are talking about. Source code, missile integration, and they are absolutely keen and they are ready to do anything which the India wants to do it. In my judgment, I think that call has to be taken. And the people who are absolutely in aviation, especially our Air Force people, they will able to give it much more if they can decide. But in face value, I feel this is going to be very fair, because the stopgap measures of 2 to 3 squads, I think Su-57 we must go for it, because we will build it up. When we have a MKI, Su-30 MKI, already in AHL, I think this is going to be the best deal. One thing more important which Russia is talking about, and there is a talk in the corridors of power, Indian workers deal. This is very important. As on today, 71,817 Indian workers are there in Russia, and by end of 2025, which has been cleared by the Russian Labor Ministry. But they want to increase it. They want to increase it to 1 million. That is 10 lakh Indian workers they want. That is in the heavy engineering manufacturing sector. I think that some agreement on the deal will be signed in this. That is Indian workers deal will be signed in this. And over and above, there was a talk about, Vladivostok, because Chennai, Vladivostok, this corridor which has come up, they wanted to have an Indian, something like a neighborhood or a city in Vladivostok, which is in the Far East area. There is some talk is also going about, because it will not come up. It is still in an infant state or in a semi-advanced stage, but it will remain a secret in the Arctic region, where, Americans are coming in big way, Chinese are going with the. Russia wants India in that area. especially in the Arctic area. So there are a lot of discussions over and above. There are defense steel in the field of navy, shipbuilding and nuclear. There are a lot of things which are going on, which is not in, there is an agenda, but not in the public domain. I'll be discussing, because that will take much more time, what are other possibilities there in sequel to this, video. Thank you, Jayant.